I'm Carrie Katz. I'm a coach, and I want to take this time. This is the best way to do it. Let's see. I want to take this time. I think this is better. To talk about being unstuck. So, what someone explained to me that Periscope is good for is to give away things for free. And so, I'm going to talk about myself. Hi, welcome. I have one viewer. So I have just, as you might see, it says new life. That means that I had been in a job for 20 years. I called it a job bet. Hi there, Gustav. And I didn't leave this job. I raised my daughter. I did all other things. I became a certified coach. I had traveled the world. I did my music. I worked in film. I worked on creative projects. And it was the job that gave me security while I was raising my daughter. Now, the point is that, you don't know what you need in terms of security. You might know, you might not know. Some of us need a job. Some of us need a relationship. Some of us need to feel, that they're making a certain amount of money. I needed to know, for me, the security was basically to have a steady income. Now, I created the job. It evolved, and I stayed in it for way longer than it was comfortable. So what does that mean? Some of you might be in relationships longer than you thought, but the fact was I wasn't going to leave this job. So whether it's a relationship, a job, any situation that you are in that's comfortable, you might stay in it way longer than you thought you would. That's pretty much a definition of being stuck in terms of what you might be doing in your life. So what would I do about that? I didn't do anything. I stayed. Any kind of opportunities that came, I took them. I did everything around the situation that I had the job, and I stayed in the job for a while. And then they fired me. So a while for me was 20 years. 20 years and I liked it. So you might be in a relationship or a job or a situation or a career that you like. It's good enough, or it satisfies something until something happens to you. And what happened to me was I got fired. And therefore, it forced me to be unstuck and look at my life. So you don't have to do what I did, which was I waited till that situation happened instead of being proactive. And some people are more proactive than I am. So that's my thought on being stuck. I might not keep this broadcast. I have a feeling I'm going to delete it. But I just wanted to talk about that a little bit as part of a signature speech. And what does that mean? It means that if I'm going to talk to you, to an audience about being stuck, I think I'll bring up the fact that I know what that means. So even though I got certified during the 20 years, my daughter went through elementary school, high school, cégep, and then university. Now she's starting her own business, which is really amazing. I became a certified coach. I traveled. I became a certified recovery coach. I did a whole bunch of things. And during that 20 years, my life didn't stand still. But I definitely think that I can talk to the point of, what is it going to look like now? What is my life going to be now that I'm no longer have that to rely on? Hi, I see there's a user. Anyway, I don't know if you can relate to this or not, but speaking from a place of being unstuck and being the fact that I didn't even, and I kind of knew I was stuck. I kind of knew that unless they fired me, I was going to stay in this job that I liked. I was a water woman. I did work for a water filter company, and I really enjoyed it, part of it. And that's why I stayed for that long. And so you might stay in a relationship or a job also really, really past the prime, because there are parts of you that that you like. I had a steady job. I knew where my money was coming in. It took care of my basic needs. And I think that's the point. You can stay in something a really long time, and it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that you're not ready to move on unless something forces you to do that. So in speaking to that end, what I'm doing now is basically kind of taking my time to see what that will look like. I haven't made up my mind yet on what that will look like. And I'm trying to be gentle. So if you're in transition, be gentle with yourself. It takes time to figure it all out. So that's me. That's my thought. I'm not sure I'm going to keep this broadcast. If you see it, then you know I will have. I'm going to check it out now. And it was really about just actually taking the time to explore those ideas of being stuck. And what would that be compelling? Like, why would we be stuck in this world? I don't know. Anyway, that's Carrie out.